Hi, hello, and welcome to the channel. I'm here again with another topic, and the topic is quite interesting. And the topic we are talking about today is goals of project manager. We all are project manager in any way, but we need to know our goals to achieve success. There are many goals for a project manager because when you are a project manager, you are managing people, you are managing the resources, you are managing the material, you are managing equipment, infrastructure, funds, stakeholders, procurement. So you're managing many things and the list is never ending. In that scenario, is it not difficult for you to manage the whole things and then fail? Anybody wants that? No. We need to have success, and for that we need to focus on few areas or few goals, or you have to set few goals so that you hit the target. And I will be talking about those goals, which if a project manager follow it, set it for his project, he's going to have success. As you know, there are many goals for a project manager. The goals basically they talk about normal goals, and the other one is smart goals. I will be specific that this video, what slides I have prepared, are specific to the normal goals. So I have selected 5 goals, which I feel if you set, success is not far away from you. But at the last, I will also talk about the smart goals. So let's go to my laptop screen and watch the video. So here it is, the 5 goals of a project manager. The 5 goals are to finish on time, to finish under budget, to meet the requirements, to keep customers happy, to ensure a happy team. Coming to the finish on time. This is the foremost and most critical goals of a project manager, because every customer or every sponsor of the project, they want their project or product to come on time. And if I can say so, completing a project on time is actually late. So basically you need to complete the projects ahead of time, have a plan for it. But it's not that easy, and 80% of the project always have this time issues or overrun of the time. So what are the constraints that makes these things difficult for a project manager to manage projects? Basically the requirement often changes. Always you find that the requirement of the project, what was given you initially, is keep on changing as you move along the project, as you move along the life cycle of the project. It's really something which is inherent, and more so in technical projects. And also highly optimistic schedule, because the sponsors or the customer, they are optimistic to get their product or projects on time. So you have to manage this too, because since these are inherent, you need to have a solution for it. The solutions are manage your scope carefully. So you must stick to the requirement of the customer as it was given earlier, but sometimes we do have to trade off. In that case, have a implement a change control process. You need to have a change control process. Any change to the scope must be negotiated and have a trade-off for additional time, cost, whatever it is. So basically have those processes before you start with the project, so that everyone follow it, and then there is not an issue. So keep the plan up to date. Anyway, if there is no change, you need to keep your plan updated as a project manager. But here it is more so, you need to focus managing or planning, and then keep your plan update. So to finish under budget, this is again critical. Even we manage our house, we need to have those things. We need to have a budget and always try to spend within those budgets. That's for everyone. And when you are managing crores and crores of dollars, or crores and crores of rupees, or million of dollars, you need to manage it or finish your budget, your project under the budget, because no sponsor or no owner of the project or product is going to grant you more money. And if you don't have a budget or you have a budget constraint, you are in trouble. So the constraints at the project cost spirals over. This is also because of the market inflation, the market dynamics, and many things. Even delays of the project, any overtimes, overrun of the time, you are going to, this cost is spiraling over. So you have to manage it. How to manage this? Make sure plan your budget diligently at the start. Plan your budget diligently means the estimations or the allotment of the budget need to be diligently done with a lot of putting your brain, having experience, studying the market dynamics and all that. And also you can do one thing, include all types of project costs that will accrue, that are people, equipment, material, facilities, etc. Please don't leave anything, okay, when you do it initially. Then work out how each tax in your plan is going to cost you. Go to that bottom level and closely monitor the deviation from the plan. This is important. And if there is a deviation in spending, make sure while you overspend on some task, you must underspend on some other to balance the equation of spending. This is serious business, because fund management is not so easy. It's done in a professional, if done in a professional manner, then you will be able to handle your project better, as the top line says, to finish under the budget. Okay, the third goal for the project manager will be to meet the requirements. Requirement is nothing but the deliverables. What the project stands and what you are going to deliver to the customer, to this project sponsor, is the requirement. So you have to meet the requirements. And that is not that easy. Basically, requirement is nothing but the scope of the projects, the deliverables, as I told you, that you are going to deliver. Okay. And what are the constraints? Ambiguous requirements. Initially, the project is not defined well, the scope is not defined well. You are, in a jigsaw sort of thing, because technical projects really takes time to understand. And when you are interested by doing a project, this is your job to understand the project as maximum. So the changing requirements with progress, when you move along the requirements, as I told you earlier, these requirements keeps on changing. And also it is always, should be measurable terms. When you are, these requirements should be measurable. It's not very subjective. It's not, having ambiguity. The customer doesn't know, he has asked you something and you told, okay, fine. But that it is not in a measurable term. So it is always should be in a measurable terms. And please keep in mind, don't allow your team members, the people those who are executing projects, to have the practice of gold plating. Gold plating is nothing, making your customer happy. That's fine, but not at a cost of project time or project cost. More so project time. You want to gold plate somebody, please don't allow it to happen at the cost of your project timeline. So make sure, set the requirement at the beginning, as I told you. Define the requirement clearly. Initially, it should be done, maybe with documented one, with proper, authority and signature. Produce solutions that must meet the requirements. Okay. Then stick to the initial requirement, as I told you. Be sure that you are only doing a project what was told to you. Nothing more, nothing less. Something comes, these are all inherent, so you need to do it, but stick to the major part of the scope needs to be the initial requirements. And the fourth one is to keep customers happy. This is not something, it is intangible. But being intangible, it gives enough, benefit to the project or to the organization who is doing projects. Sometimes you could finish your project on time, under budget, and met 100% of the requirement, but still the customer is not happy. This happens, and in that sense, it's basically it's not a success. And because this happens because of change expectation of the customer, because sometimes the customer's expectations is changing since the project started, and it has not been properly managed throughout. So you need to have a look at it. To ensure your project sponsors, customers and other stakeholders are happy, manage expectation carefully. If you want to keep them happy, you manage their expectation, and how diligently you manage, that's again up to you. But again, always you trade off. Am I doing something which is not within the contractual thing, or which is, not, which will put me like in the time and cost overrun. So all this basically is man management, basically managing stakeholders and managing your customers. And also, proper information of project progress, crystal clear views of the project progress must be sent to the customer. Always communicate well with your project status. This is very important. Be honest. And also listen their opinions, their views, their ideas, their concerns, because that matters. They are the customer. Everything should be with honesty and openness. And if you can deliver on time or something else, tell them upfront, because it's their project, it's their product. There is nothing harm in telling them. They are the stakeholders. Well, now the final one is to ensure a happy team. Team building or making a team happier, keeping a team happy is something we all are aware of, be it sports or be it anything, and why not in a project? There are constraints to make a team happy, because if you want to make a team happy, if that is the only job, then maybe you have to trade off with many things. Then maybe you are not doing your job. Okay, that also cannot be done. So, and why this, it is difficult to make a team happy is cultural differences. People are of different background, different origin, and it is an issue. And poor motivated team, it may be for anything. And lack of ownership of the project. And sometimes the team is not taking ownership of the project. They are not happy. So to make sure, keep the team happy by rewarding and recognizing their success. You need to do that. It is man management. And because staff satisfaction is critical to project success. If your staff, your people working for it, if they are satisfied, and then that is a critical thing which brings success to the project. And also assign work that complement their strength. You must assign them work that those are having complements to their strength. You should see who is good at what and what can be assigned to somebody who is good, who has got that strength or weakness of your team members. And also be rational in your approach in conflict management. There will be conflicts when a team of people or a project team is working day in, day out. They are committed. So there will be conflict. Maybe that conflict of individual interest or project interest. So you need to have a rational approach solving that conflict. So have the conflict management rationally done. And build team morals. This I don't have to say. Everyone, the whole world knows it. If you have a moral of team, they can achieve success. When you achieve success with a happy team, you'll be more than willing to do it all again with the same group and the staff, and also will have the same feeling for you. They will also have the same feeling for you that I need to work under this project manager because he's the right man. He knows how to carry, take the team along to the objective of project success. And also, at the last, not least, with a happy and moral team, you can achieve anything. When I say anything, it's anything. So please see that your team is always happy. That was the friend the video you saw. Those are the goals I was talking about, the normal goals for a project manager to manage projects. These are generic goals. Across industries, across projects, this can be used. But as I told you earlier, that I will also talking about SMART goals, because until unless I do talk about it, I talk about SMART goals, the video is not complete. So the SMART goals are designed to help the project managers to have prepare a better plan and monitor its progress accurately along the project. SMART, the acronym stands for A stands for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevant, and T for time bound. If you have all these goals in the projects, I don't think there is any way or any impediment which is going to stop you for the project. You can do it. But the things which I told you, those nominal goals, are important. This is also important. But since this video was about the nominal goals, if you practice those goals, if you set those goals while you undertake a project, we take the guarantee that you are going to have success. See, success is never guaranteed. Nobody can give you that guarantee, but you have to give it a try. You have to set these goals and work for it. So thanks for watching, and as usual, please do subscribe to the channel if you are not, and also press the like button, share the video with your friends, and press the bell icon so that we meet you as early it can be. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Have a good day.